Seymour sends her flowers every time they go out.
Well, I can't send you flowers, baby, but I can send you.
Listen to him bragging.
Let me pick you up some night after Seymour brings you home.
That wouldn't be fair to Alan, would it? We go steady. Don't you know what steady means, stupid?
I've seen you ride around in this Cadillac like you was a duchess. What a good-looking girl always have to be so stuck on yourself.
I am not stuck on myself. I think that's that one.
Let me take you out some night.
Balmer.
Get some cans of beer.
Why can't you just leave her alone?
Come on, Madge, give a guy a break. On your way, lover boy. Who the hell are you? Stop it.
Bigger than you are.
Go paddle your papers. Okay? Okay? Okay?
Hey kid, got some?
Working for Miss Cross?
Yeah. Doing a few odd jobs around the yard.
Give you breakfast?
Yeah.
Millie.
Hi.
Hi. Young man, this is my house and these are my daughters.
They are?
Is there something you want?
Slow for now.
Well, this is a very busy day for us. You better run along.
It's your house, lady. Your bear mother?
Helen Pot's taking in another tramp. I don't see why it's a tramp just because Miss Pot's getting breakfast. I'm going to speak to her about the way she takes in every Tom, Dick, and Harry. It wasn't doing any harm. Bet you'd like to. Have you called Alan this morning? No, I haven't had time. He's coming by pretty soon to take us swimming. Tell him we're expecting a big crowd at the park this evening, so we better use his father's influence at the city hall to reserve his table. Tell him to get one down by the river, somewhere close to a Dutch island. He'll think I'm being bossy. Alan doesn't mind if a woman's bossy. Whenever I hear that train coming into town, I just get a feeling of excitement. In here, whenever I hear it, I tell myself someday I'm going to get on that train and I'm going to go to New York. That train only goes as far as Tulsa. Well, in Tulsa, I'll catch another train. I always wondered maybe some wonderful person is getting off here just by accident. And he'll come to the dime store and see me behind the counter and study me very strangely and closely, and then decide I'm just the person they're looking for in Washington to carry an important job in the espionage department, or Or maybe they just want me for some great medical experiments.
Those things don't happen in dinosaurs.
Madge, Millie, would you take the milk in, please? Did you have a good time on your date last night with Gavin?
What'd you do?
We went over to his house and listened to some classical records.
Then what'd you do?
We drove down to Cherryville and had some barbecue.
Madge, does
Helen ever make love? When we drive down to Cherryville and we park the car by the river and get real romantic?
do you let him kiss you? After all, you've been going together all summer.
Of course I do.
Does Alan ever want to go beyond kissing?
No.
Madge, your mother, for heaven's sake, these things have to be talked about, does he?
Yes.
Just get mad if you won't.
He doesn't get mad.
He doesn't. Do you like it when he kisses you?
Yes.
You don't sound very enthusiastic.
What do you expect me to do? Pass out every time Helen puts his arm around me?
No, you don't have to pass out, but it's
Why?
I'm just stressed out in front of you. Madge, it'd be awfully nice to be married to Alan. You could charge accounts at all the stores, automobiles, trips. You'd be invited by all the friends to the parties in their homes and the country clubs.
Mom, I don't feel right with those people.
What do you mean? You're just as good as they are. My father was in the state legislature, and my
I
mother
know,
was...
but all of Alan's friends are always talking about college and trips to Europe. I feel left out.
You just gotta get over those feelings. Now, Alan will be going off to school in a few weeks. There won't be many more opportunities, like the picnic tonight. But I think these
Busy what?
Madge, a pretty girl doesn't have long. Just a few years when she's the equal of kings and can walk out of a shanty like this and live in a palace with a doting husband who will spend his life making her happy.
I suppose, but
Because once, she was young and pretty. If she loses that chance, she might just as well throw all her prettiness away.
I'm only 18.
Then next summer, you'll be 19, and then 20, and then 21, and then 40. Everyone around here gets dressed up and go places except me. Alan said he tried to find me a date for a picnic tonight.
I don't want Alan asking any of those crazy boys to take me anywhere.
Well, beggars can't be choosers, so...
You shush!
That was me, and they'll be dancing with the pavilion tonight, and Millie should have a date too.
If she wants a date, why doesn't she dress up and act decent?
Because I can dress and act the way I want to. If you don't like that, you know what you can do.
Always complaining that she doesn't have any friends, but she smells so bad people don't want to be near her.
Madge!
La-di-da. That's the pretty one. But she's so dumb they almost had to burn the schoolhouse down to get her out.
Also,
Oh, listen. We'd have never graduated if I hadn't been for jumping Jeter.
Who's jumping cheater?
Teaches history. Kids in his class call him jumping Jeter because all the pretty girls in his class would think him so jumping. He was flunking math, so she went into his room and cried. I just don't know what I'll do if I don't pass history.
Mom, she's making that up.
Like what I am? You're going to pass Miss Sydney's course of shorthand, and you have to work at the Duns.
Millie, you bargain.
Not you slut! Take that math or I'll kill you!
Girls, stop it! What will the neighbors say?
Nobody's going to call me a goon and get by with it.
You've called her worse names.
Doesn't hurt what names I call her. She's pretty. Make don't bother her at all.
Poor Millie.
Yeah, poor Millie. That's all I ever hear. And poor Millie won herself 4 whole years of college.
A girl like Millie can need confidence in other ways.
Mom,
Yes.
do you love Millie more than me?
Of course not.
Then why do you act as if you did?
Madge, listen to me. You were the firstborn. Your father felt the sun rose inside of you. He was to carry you on his shoulder for the neighborhood to see. But when Millie came, things were different.
How?
They were just different. Your father wasn't around much of the time anymore. He found other things. The night Millie was born, he'd been with a bunch of his wild friends in the roadhouse.
Was he sorry?
Yes, he was always sorry, and I always forgave him. Our life was a succession of fights and indifference.
Anyways, you loved him?
What if I did? It takes a lot more than love to keep people happy.
Mom,
Yes?
what good is it to be pretty?
Well,
Ma'am? Is it alright if I start a fire? The nice lady said it was a hot thing already, and maybe you'd object. So how about it? You know, mind a little fire?
No, I don't mind.
Didn't think you would.
No shame. Just walks right in whether you want it or not.
I think you would like my person. I don't like him or not like him. I just wonder what he's like.
Oh, I know what he's like.
And you mind an old baseball teacher joins their company?
Morning, Rosemary.
They all come here?
No meal today. It's Labor Day.
Why? Thought I'd be getting a letter from that man about the high school picnic last night. A nice fellow in a pet fun, but I've got time for any of them when they're getting serious on me.
Your school teachers are mighty independent.
Shoot, I put this on the man, and I'll see what's keeping me from getting on that one.
What about Howard?
Howard's just a friend boy, not a boyfriend. So slow.
Helen Potts is having her leaves first. That's kind of good, don't you think?
He's the right man.
Just another no good. Hank Potts took in.
Owens, he's working over there naked as a jaybird. How's that right in the
Come back here.
Gee whiz, I go swimming every day. The boys don't have on half as much as he does.
Swimming is different. Madge,
Can I just do it? Instead, super kicks.
we promise not to get messy. Look at the way he's showing off.
Does he think he's interested?
What's that you're rubbing in?
What's that with my tissue cream? It's your base for your makeup.
I read an article in the Reader's Digest about a woman who got skin poisoning from using all those face creams.
Harriet Bristol, she's an American history teacher. The whole was in that beauty class when her doctor took her skin off. Oh, girls thought she had leprosy.
Madge, how do you reckon? Maybe if you did something nice for someone else, someone would do something nice for you.
You got a bell, Millie?
No!
Hey, kidding me, girls? Something with their fingernails without a reason.
Madge, are you trying to stress them out here?
No! Are you going to use the clothes out this morning?
No.
Hi there.
I'm hanging out the clothes, Mama.
I'll be right back. Yeah, Helen. She told me sometimes she's scared to read from tonight to sleep her mother in the bathroom.
Why doesn't she just put her in an old lady's home?
No one will take her, she's too mean.
She must be mean if that story you told me is true.
It is true. Helen and Potts boy ran off and got married. Mother caught him that day and had the marriage annulled.
Miss Potts in name only.
Sometimes I think she used the boy's name just to imply the old name.
Helen! Oh boy, I'm gonna go get my suit.
See you back to seasons. Good morning.
Morning, Mrs. Owens. Miss Sidney.
Hello.
Hello, Gavin.
Hello.
Have you girls seen the handsome young man I've got working for me? Handsome?
Helen, I think she's stopped taking in all sorts of riffraff.
He is riffraff. He's been to several colleges.
Colleges. And he begs for breakfast.
He's working for his breakfast. Alan, he said he knew you at the university. I told him you might buy.
Who?
Hey, Gavin, you going to swim?
You bet.
Helen, why don't you go and see Madge? Just call from the bottom of the six.
Sure. Hey, Lena!
Millie,
You think Alan's gonna marry Madge?
I hadn't thought much about it.
No, it's so hot and still this time of year. When it gets this way, I welcome good cyclone. Even if she will get away.
Not me.
Look at him lift that wash liquid with so much tissue paper. I'm visiting Flo, Mama. You don't need me.
What'd you feed him?
Biscuits.
Helen, you went to all that trouble.
He was so hungry. I gave him ham and eggs and all the hot coffee he could drink. Then he saw a piece of cherry pie in the ice box and he wanted that too. Sounds to me like Mrs. Potts has herself a new boyfriend. I don't think that's very fun. Mrs. Potts, just a tease. I can sit on my own porch, but I hate for the neighbors to see me there all alone. I like to sit over here where the young people coming and going. Mrs. Potts, if I say anything to offend you.
Look who it is, dry and rude. How does it feel, Madge?
I love it, but it's a little tight right back here. Oh, isn't Madge the pretty one?
What are you reading, Millie?
The Ballad of the Sad Cafe. It's wonderful.
Good Lord, Mrs. Owens, let your daughter read filthy books like that?
Filthy?
Everyone in it is some sort of degenerate. That's not so. It was banned from the library. I don't read much.
Millie, give me that book. No!
Mrs. Owens, that book is on reading list at college.
No. Well, what's a person to believe?
Those college professors don't have any morals.
When Millie comes by her face on the breakfast stand, some of the pictures he has of her bed scare me. Those pictures are by Picasso, and he's a great artist.
All of them with 7 eyes, very pretty.
Not all pictures have to be pretty.
Helen, I'll see what it is.
Stay here, Helen. You must put a gun. Helen! Don't go over there, Helen. Your mother's old. She's not supposed to anyways.
guy looks like a... No, it couldn't be.
Is it a shame after a whole wash over again?
Well, was that bottle in it?
Yeah, I guess so.
I was a bad girl. I threw a new bottle of cleaning fluid in the trash this morning.
Helen paused for the limit. Come on, Madge, let's finish that dress.
Good Lord, I've got to be getting dressed.
Millie, come help me. The young man ran into the clothesline trying to get away. Helen, you want to take breath out when you're here?
Sure.
You go ahead, young man. We'll take care of this.
Gee, I'm awful sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to...
All right, Millie, come help me.
It is. Kid! All the ladies said to be around! Oh, something to see you. How's your little burger? Wanna run? All gassed up. You bet! Oh, my God, what is this weekend blinking and sinking? I used to like a ball game fraternity. Last time I saw you join me in Hollywood, become a movie hero. Oh, that. I mean, you know that. It's what I loaned $100 for? Sure, Seymour. Well, what happened? Well, things just didn't work out. That's all. Tried warning out every year some town scout promised screen test all the big athletes. Oh, I got the big test, all right. I was about to have a whole big career. They were going to call me Brush Carter. Kind of like that, yeah? Yeah. They took a whole lot of pictures of me with my shirt off. Real work. And they dressed me up like a foreign legion. No kidding. And they put me in a pair of pants. Tights. Pitched down there. Glove. And they put me in a hat. Plume. They got a sword. Shit, bud. It was real crazy, Seymour. They give you any lines to read? That part went okay. It was my teeth. Your teeth? Yeah. Out there you gotta have a certain kind of teeth or they can't use it. Don't ask me why. There's one big fish that they'd have to pull out all my teeth. Wait a minute. Well, babe. The babe that got me the screen test. She wasn't a babe exactly. Kind of beat up, but not bad. What are you doing here? Just coming to see you, Seymour. Yeah? Well, we see through Hollywood. Take up on a job, a wrench in the bottom. Seymour, you're to be proud. In bed, every night at 10. Up every morning at 6. No liquor, no banks, and I even saved up $200. Oh, so you came to pay me back. Well, I was gonna, Seymour, but I got rolled. Rolled? You? Well, yeah, by 2 banks. You see, I was hitchhiking down the Texas to try my luck, and I got as far as Phoenix. And 2 banks pulled in a big yellow convertible. And this one bank slammed on the brakes. Gee, I was feeling stud. So I got in. Seymour, it was crazy. They had a shaker full of martinis right there in the car.
Oh, you boys talking over old times? Really? Help me ice the cake?
Suppose there's any more work, ma'am?
No, I feel more than cake for breakfast.
Well, maybe there's a place I can wash up.
We got a shower in the basement. Come on, let's go.
Well, it'll be there in a minute. Okay, then sugar martinis right there in the car. And one day was smoking the weed. Nothing like that ever happens to me. Go on to the story. Well, Seymour, it was crazy. You didn't believe the 2 things these babes started doing to me. Hey, you're looking? What are you? Next door more interesting, that's all. Tell me what you, did exactly. Well, Seymour, you know me. I'm an agreeable guy, sure. So we got back to the tourist guide and I said, ladies, if I gotta pay for this ride, they must have thought I was too calm. You mean both of them? Sure, Seymour. Golly! So finally, I said, ladies, let's wrap this party up. I gotta go. And this one day, when Lucy's gun in my back, and she says, this party ain't over till we say it's over, bucko. You thought she was Humphrey Bogart. What happened? Finally, I passed out. And when I woke, the dates were gone. So I was my $200. I went to the police and they called it wishful thinking. How do you like that? I'm telling you, Seymour, women are getting desperate. That's not what I'm thinking. What's a poor bastard like me ever do? You don't sound to me like you've had such a bad life. Then I got to thinking of you, Seymour. And you always had things under control. Yeah. He never cut classes, understood lectures, took notes. So funny.
One authentic hero the university had, and you have to admit,
Only between the goalposts, Seymour. The only person in that damn fraternity that treated me like a human being.
I know,
All those other phonies. Check and see if I use the singular instead of the plural.
just imagine.
In a pig's eye, I did.
Why do you feel you're any worse than everybody else?
Maybe I'll tell you something, Seymour.
Your father drinks? So what? It happens in the best of families.
He died in jail, Seymour. Last time they straightened him off the sidewalk.
Gee. Awfully sorry to hear that.
The old lady wouldn't even come across the door to pay for the funeral. They had to bury him in Pauper's Row.
What about the filling station?
You left that to me as well. But the old lady wanted so bad, she's gonna have him declared insane for it. So who needs it anyways? I let her have it.
Yeah. When you get in town?
This morning, on Friday.
Why don't you come and see me right away?
Why do you want to walk in your palatial mansion looking like a bum
That
now?
wouldn't have made any difference.
Oh, I was hoping to save up a few cents. Buy a shirt, maybe between you and your old man. Fix me up a job.
What kind of job, pal?
What kind of jobs you got?
What you have in mind?
I was hoping something with a nice office, a cute little secretary, and dress up, suit and tie, talk on the phone about enterprises and things. You know, Seymour, if I was just given a chance, I could set this whole world on fire.
Maybe you could, pal. But for the time being, you've got to be content to work hard and be patient.
Yeah, that's something I gotta learn, huh? Patience.
These spots. Sinclair is hiring you, aren't they?
Yes, Ellen. Here he lives 100 beds in the pipeline.
How about pipeline, huh?
Great! Great! Now, where's that shower?
Oh, isn't he a nice young man? Just a private party out of fashion. Oh, wow, you're dressed up. It's many topic. But it's between two things you have. New school teachers do have nice things. The best thing about it is you don't have to ask anybody what you wanted either.
You here for lunch today, Rosemary?
No, it's welcome home party down at the hotel. Lunch is very strong and the girls get faculty.
Mom, can I go something? Well, fix lunch. I've got a million things to do. I'm killing my kitchen every day. Look at me. Nobody likes the rest of us.
Rosemary, hurry up, girls, I don't want to be late. You'll love Rosemary Sydney. She's a heck of fun. Where's going to tell me her? Oh, Rosemary, Sarah, how was your vacation? I worked like a fool, but I had fun too. I never get that master's. I'm not going to work like a fool all my life.
She's been telling me all about the wicked times she had in New York, and not at Teachers College, might I add.
Yeah, this is Christine Schoenwalder taking me to Fremant's place in feminine hygiene for you to see. Oh, been a hot summer, Miss Owens. Terrible. Delighted to know you, Christine. Welcome back, Irma. Miss Owens, this is Christine Schoenwalder. Well, it's been quite a nice summer. Is Madge been working?
Yes, Madge took a job at the
Miss Owens. I'd like to meet a friend of mine. This is Hal Carter. Hal's fraternity brother.
See, fraternity brother. Really? Well, any friend of Alan's is a friend of ours.
Glad to make your acquaintance, man.
Hal, don't you have a shirt?
I washed it in. It's inside here.
Yeah, so I'll sweat it.
Well, girls, we better get a hustle on. Oh, tell them about what happened in New York. Well, I went to the store club. You came to the store club? Well, at least there was just one guy in my educational statistics
You
class.
was a man involved in it.
Come on, girl, it wasn't like that. It was just a good sport, that's all. So we made a bet that whoever got the higher score on the exam would take the other to the store club. And I lost! Now, come on, let's go.
Say how would you like to go swimming?
Why not?
Well, this is a young man on the picnic. Do you think for Millie? That's right. Young man! Hold on. I have a picnic at the park tonight with young people. You come to it. Be next door for Millie.
Picnic.
Uh-huh.
Gee, man, I don't think so. I'd be barging in this way.
Nonsense. I think it's so fun without lots and lots of people.
So how? Helen.
Like me, Madge.
Oh, we met on it. I saw each other.
Yeah. You saw each other. Hal notices every beautiful girl. What? You're the most beautiful girl in town, aren't you? Chamber of Commerce voted her queen in Newalla last year.
Newalla?
Newalla. Halloween spelled backwards.
Every year they have a big coronation ceremony in Memorial Hall.
Madge had to sit through the whole ceremony till they put a crown on her head.
I got awfully tired. The kids, the city star made color photographs in their Sunday magazine. Everyone expected me to get real conceited, but I didn't.
You did.
It'd be pretty hard to get conceited over those pictures.
The color glare and it in my mouth, right in the middle of my forehead.
Gee, it's too bad.
Come on, let's go swimming. I'll race you to the car.
Is your sister going with us?
No, Madge has to cook lunch.
You mean to tell me she cooks?
Yeah, Madge cooks and sews and does all those things that we do. Come on.
On your mark.
For my mark.
It's set.
I'm set.
Go, go, go!
Hey, so over here!
Yes?
How a boy like Hal get into college?
On a football scholarship.
Oh.
Made a spectacular record in a little high school down in Arkansas.
But fraternities, don't most boys have more breeding?
Maybe, but fraternities like to pledge big athletes for the publicity, and Hal could have been all-American
All American?
if he'd only studied. But I know what you're thinking, Mrs. Owens.
How'd the other boys feel about him? Was he popular?
They didn't like him. Mrs. Owens, they were pretty rough on him. When he first came around, every man on that campus seemed to bristle. When I first met him, I couldn't stand the way he bragged and swaggered and posed all over the place. And then I when he's done most of the things he says he's done. Really fabulous character.
Do you like him now, Alan?
Oh, yes, Hal's really a nice guy, believe it or not. Shared the same rooms till he flunked out. Told me some of the things he was up against as a kid. It was pretty, typical.
Is he wild?
Not really. Mrs. Owens. If you'd like to withdraw an invitation, sure.
Does he drink?
A little. Mrs. Owens, how pays attention, y'all? Be sure he pays.
I wouldn't want anything to happen to Millie.
Mom, Millie can take care of herself.
You're right. Come on, Helen.
Zero, I can't things be simple.
I'm awfully sorry I have to go back to school in the fall. Sad's idea.
Yeah, I'm sure of that.
What, was Dad nice last night when I was out fixing the drinks?
Yes, he was always very nice, very polite. He told me how sorry he was he had to go away.
Are you sorry?
Of course. There will be lots of pretty girls at college.
Honestly, Madge, my entire 4 years I never found a girl I liked.
I don't believe that.
No, it's true. They're all so affected. If you want to date with them, you'd have to call them a month in advance.
Really?
It's kind of hard for me to say this, Madge, but I honestly never thought a girl like you could care for me. I do hope you care for me, Madge.
Hey, Seymour!
What's the matter now? Can't stand to see anyone else kiss a pretty girl?
What the hell, Seymour?
No, what's your language?
Sorry.
What's the trouble?
Look, Seymour, I never been on a picnic.
Not when you were a kid?
No.
That's impossible. Everyone's been on a picnic.
Not me, Seymour. I wouldn't go on picnics. I was too busy shooting crap, stealing milk bottles.
You won the state prize in the fraternity, didn't you?
See how that turned out to be.
Mrs. Potts' picnic won't be quite as primitive.
That's what I'm saying, Seymour. I wouldn't know how to behave in front of all these women.
Sure you would.
Seymour, these are nice women. What's my stomach growls, or I say the wrong
You're a
word.
psycho. Just run along. We'll be there in a minute.
Hey, hurry up, will you?
See you tonight, Madge.
All right,
Madge, after your supper tonight, maybe you and I can get away from the others, take a boat out on the river.
All right,
I want to see if you look real in the moonlight.
Alan, don't say that.
I don't care if you're real or not. the most beautiful thing I ever saw.
Just the same, Emily.
Hey, Seymour! Get the lead out of your pants!
Madge, come in here.
All right, Mom.
Sanchez. I had to bathe and thus my limbs with powder and sun up into my frock.
Did you clean out the bathtub?
Yes, I cleaned out the bathtub. Madge, how do I look? Now tell me the truth.
You look very pretty. I always knew you could.
I feel sort of funny.
You look wonderful in the dress. You can have it if you like.
Thanks. Madge, how do you talk to boys?
You just talk silly. How do you think things to say? You just say whatever comes into your head.
Supposing nothing ever comes into my head?
You talked with him already this morning.
But now I got a date with him, it's different.
Crazy.
Should have seen him this morning on the high diving board. He did real graceful swan dives, a 2.5 gainer, and a backflip. The kids stood there clapping, he just ate it up.
I think I'll paint my toenails tonight or sandals.
He was bragging all afternoon about how he was a deep sea diver on Catalina Island.
Honest?
And he said he used to make hundreds of dollars doing parachute jumps out of a balloon. Do you believe it?
I don't see why not.
You never see Alan diving that way.
Well, Alan's never jumped out of the balloon.
Alan took us into the high Hofer coast, and there was a gang of girls in the back booth. Me and Madge were hurting. When they saw him, they started giggling and teasing and saying all sorts of crazy things. Then, one of the badger comes up to me and whispers, "I think he's the cutest thing I ever saw." Is he, Madge?
I wouldn't say he's the cutest thing I ever saw.
Juanita Babbitt's more floozy. She sits in the back row of the movie so that the boys will come in and will sit with her. One time, she and Rubberneck cross-dressed had the management to leave, and they weren't just kissing.
I never even speak to Juanita about it.
Madge, do you think he'll like me?
If you give him a chance, he will.
I don't really care. I just wonder.
Then why ask me all the questions? You're supposed to be the smart one.
No, when it comes to boys, I'm absolutely ignorant.
No, I tell myself I've got 2 beautiful daughters.
Be quiet, Mom.
Doesn't Millie look pretty, Madge?
When she isn't picking her nose.
Madge! She doesn't want anyone to be pretty with her.
You're only saying I'm pretty because you're my mom.
Does that keep it from being true? Go on and show Helen what's so nice you look.
Here comes Millie Owens, the greatest beauty of all times. We prepared to swoon when you see her.
Whoever possessed me to let Helen Potts ask that young woman to take Millie on a picnic.
How?
Yes, how? Whatever his name is, let her towel back and black skirts.
Wouldn't hurt anyone just to be nice to him.
Madge, there's a drinking on the stick tonight. I need you to stop you.
I'm not going to be a wet blanket.
Well, you better start getting dressed, darling, and don't spend the whole evening admiring yourself in the mirror.
Mom, don't make fun of me.
Madge, you shouldn't object to being kidded when it's well meant.
It just seems that when I'm looking in the mirror, it's the only time I can prove to myself I'm alive.
Alive?
Yes. Oftentimes I wonder if I really exist.
Madge, you puzzle me. You brought home your wayward girl, Miss Owens. Oh, hello, have a nice party. It wasn't really a party. This girl paid for her own lunch.
We played bridge all afternoon.
Food's good at the hotel, is it?
Not really.
But they do serve it to you nice and honest to goodness napkins. Lord, I hate paper napkins.
I had the French fried pork chop. Mostly fat. What would you girls have?
I had such
peppers.
I have the grilled chicken.
Oh, Linda, you recognize hot peppers to veal? There was only one little crook of bean in it. All the girls at our table made her call back the waiter and complain.
I should hope so. You.
Well, I thought by now that someone might notice my new dress.
You say something, kid, then.
Remember that back satin crap I had last year?
Don't tell
My
me.
goodness. Mama remarked to me while I was out at Columbia. I felt like I had read an outfit that nobody said anything like it. Oh, that's so chic. Well, we better get going. Rosemary has a date. We'll come by for you tomorrow. Don't be late. Oh, Rosemary, I told you one afternoon I could let go of my whole life with the pond as an old friend already. Goodbye, girls. It's time for our comeback. Mom, is there any water? We'll have to go and see her.
Miss Sydney, would you mind terribly see your shell bar? Help yourself. Thanks.
Gosh, too much on the boys, Mrs. Owens.
Madge?
It's a miracle, that's what it is. I never knew Millie could look so pretty. It's just like a movie I saw once with Betty Grable. Or was it Turner? Anyway, she was a part of the secretary to some very good businessman. She wore glasses and did her hair real plain, and men didn't pay any notice to her at all. Then one day, she took off her glasses, and her boss wanted to marry her right away. Now I tell Millie, all the boys are gonna fall in love with her. You have a date tonight, Millie?
Yes, I'm sorry to say.
Where do you go? Who is he, Millie? Tell your Aunt Rosemary.
How?
Who?
A young man over at Helen's turned out to be a friend of Al's.
Oh, him.
Helen, are you having the trouble of baking another cake?
An old lady like me, if she wants any attention from the young man I'm picking, all she can do is bake a cake. I feel sort of excited, Flo. I think we played picnics to give ourselves an excuse and something brilliant and romantic happens.
Such as what?
I don't know, that's what's so exciting.
Mom, Millie makes me furious. Every time she takes a bath, she does it the whole time.
Now there's no hot water at all.
You should have thought of that earlier.
It's here. Oh, it's Howard. Hello, Howard. He's been drinking. I'm not going out with him.
Howdy, ladies. Miss Owens.
Howard.
You sure look nice, Rosemary?
You might have left your coat on.
Still too darn hot, even if it is September. Evening, Madge.
Hi, Howard. How are things over at Cherryville, Howard?
Business is good. Back to school. Everyone buying.
Business is good. It's good for everyone.
Hi, Howard. Hey! Millie's a good-looking kid. I never realized it before.
What time did the phone say they'd be here? 5:30. That's me a dozen times.
Look, it's Alan, and he's brought both cars.
One of these days, you'll be riding around that green Cadillac.
All ready?
Sit down, Alan.
More the merrier.
Brought those cars. House parking before. Now the trunk of the Cadillac won't hold everything. Whatever's left over, Hal and Millie got out before. Beautiful.
Hi, Alan.
Ah!
Is he a careful driver, Alan?
Hey, Seymour! Seymour. Man, you're a big guy. I'm drowning in this. Take it off.
Yes, I like to see man go.
Those clothes. Should have all my clothes tailor-made. Hey, Hercules. Met Mrs. Owens? Yeah, she's the mother. And I believe you met Mrs. Tutts this morning. Oh, she's my best girl.
I make the lady Baltimore cake.
See, this little lady here, she took pity on me when I was practically starving. See, I ran into some hard luck on the way here, some character problems.
And this is Rosemary Sidney. Mrs. Sidney teaches typing and shorthand at local high school.
Yes, I'm an old maid school teacher.
I have every respect for you, it's a lot of hard work and not much pay.
This is Howard Bevans, Howard. Mrs. Bevans is a friend of Mrs. Sidney's.
Run a little shop over in Cherryville. Notions, novelties, and school supplies. You and Alan drop by sometime and get yourselves acquainted.
Sir, we'll come over as soon as you can fit into our schedule. Hey, kid! Got a little more talent, didn't you? You folks should have seen Millie this morning. She did a fine jackknife off the high diving board.
Cut it out.
What's the matter, kid? Think I'm so young? You see, I wouldn't admit this to many people, but I'd say Millie here does a jackknife almost as good as me. Oh, you see, I was a West Coast diving champion. So I never replied.
Right, you better get dressed. Alright, Mom, can I wear my new dress? No, I mean, you should have dressed to stay for dances. It's all going on Madge. I won't over there. Where'd you get those boots?
Oh, I guess maybe I apologize for the way I look. See, those characters I told you about, they made off with all my clothes too.
What a pity!
The reason being I brought up the subject is I didn't want you folks thinking he was associating with the bomb. My house use.
Clothes don't make the man.
How long does your mother take care of?
Yes, well, I've got a babysitter for her. Come on, Helen, we'll start packing baskets.
See that? Well, man, he left me these boots when he died.
All he left you was just a pair of boots.
Well, he gave me these boots and he said, son, the man in the house is going to need a good pair of boots because he's going to need to do a lot of kicking. Came up with a poem too. It goes, your wages are all spent, your landlord wants rent. You go to your room for solace, and then she feels fully torn. You see, my old man used to say, there comes times where the only thing you got to be proud of is the fact that you're a man. So wear your boots proud and they'll be coming. Keep your fist on up so none of your business. Oh man, he was a guard there.
Helen's always so shy of people before he meets them. You can't keep still.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. So what line of business you in, son?
Sure, I'm about to enter into the law business.
Oh?
You see, while my old man was no aristocratic millionaire or anything, he had some very important friends who were big men in their own way. One of them wanted me to take a position down with this company.
Dad
in
and I found a
Texas.
place for Helen pipeline.
Gee, Seymour, I think you ought to let me tell the story.
After all, Hal, these people aren't interested in your life history.
Yeah. So I decided to start in from the very bottom. More important things in life than money, and I guess I learned that much. But I certainly do appreciate this opportunity from Seymour and his own Bob.
I think that's wonderful.
It's good business, Sally. Young man can go far.
Sir, I intend to go far.
A young fella coming into town ought to be a good mixer. It would be nice if he could join the country club and play golf.
Oh, you won't be able to afford that.
The bowling teams are out again, and there's young men's Bible club at the Baptist church. Madge, are you still here? If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go get dressed. About time.
Hurry it up, will you, Delilah?
I see the way Madge wears. Puts on about 6 times the face cream and dusts herself all over with powder and throws perfume behind her ears to make her seem real mysterious. Takes her 30 minutes and she won't be ready for hours.
Come on, Helen. Helen, we're meeting at yes, fast.
Oh, good that, ma'am.
No, thank you.
Helen, if you want.
Not your manners, huh?
Mom? Why don't you show the young man your drawings? Want to see my art?
You didn't tell me you could draw.
That's Mrs. Potts.
Gee, it's just like her.
I just love Mrs. Potts. When I go to heaven, I expect everyone to be just like her.
Say, kid, wanna draw me?
I'll try.
I had a job as a model once. Pose drawing for the whole class. That's this. That's fine, I got plenty more. How about that?
Why don't you just try to look more natural?
Gee, that's sorry.
Howard, look at that sunset.
Pretty, isn't it?
Most famous sunset I ever did see.
You painted that in a picture and no one believed you.
It's like the daytime didn't want it to end, isn't it?
I don't know.
It's like the daytime put a big scrap to maybe set the world on fire, to keep the nighttime from creeping on.
I think I see what you mean there.
You know, there comes a time in a guy's life where he's got to settle down. Quit rolling around like a pinball.
No, Howard, when it's going to be into there ought to be no drinking.
What's that?
Nothing.
Hey kid, what'd you do this afternoon?
Read a book.
You mean to tell me you read a whole book in one afternoon?
Sure, hold still.
Long son, John. What's it about?
I don't really know how to explain it. It's just the way that you feel when you read it. Kind of sad, warm inside, amused, all at the same time.
Yeah.
Sure. You know, I used to go with a girl once who read a whole lot of books. She was a part of a Book of the Month club. They had to read books all the time. They sent her a book every week before she could finish another.
Howard, where are you going?
artistic. Can I keep it?
Sure. I write poems too. I bring the poems I've never shown to a living soul.
Okay.
Howard, leave that bottle right where it is.
Did she say Bob?
Going down to the hotel by bootleg whiskey was good for nothing quarters.
Young man, maybe you'd like a swing of this?
Put that away.
Honey, Millie's not going to be shocked if she sees someone take a drink, are you, Millie?
Gosh, no. There's some local lines from the school board. I'll lose my job as quick as you can say Jack Robinson.
Who's going to see you, honey? Everyone's in town at the picnic.
I don't care. Liquor's against the law and the state, and a person's ought to abide by the law. Is that what you say, fella?
Oh, sure. Person ought to abide by the law.
Here, honey.
No, I'm not touching the jaw.
One little drink won't hurt you.
You said no, and I mean no.
Now, honey, take one little drink just for me.
You should be ashamed of yourself, Howard.
I don't see why.
Guess you know why you want me to take a drink?
Honey, that's not so. I just think you should have a good time like the rest of us. School teachers got a right to live, right?
Right.
Millie, don't tell any of the kids at school.
What do you take me for?
Anyone coming?
Coast is clear.
You might want some water.
Millie, you run in the house and get her some.
No, Howard, I guess it's from the hydrant.
Millie, my girl, I'd like to offer you some, but I'm afraid your old lady raised it. Well, Mom don't know I'll hurt her.
No, kid. You lay off the stuff.
Howard, come help us see snakes!
Millie, you go. She don't see no snake. Drink up. Look at her there. Powder in her arms. I was in love with a pretty girl like her once. You know, every time I come over here, I look forward just to seeing her. I tell myself, Bevans, old boy, you can look all you want, but you couldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Gee. I'm glad Seymour's got such a nice baby. Well, because he's my buddy now.
Seymour's a young pup. He'll go off to college pretty soon and forget all about her.
I don't see how I'm going to forget about her.
Look at her there, putting lipstick on that cute kisser. They tell me every boy's been on the make for that since she was old enough to go to Sunday school. Seems to me when the good Lord made a girl as pretty as she is, it's about time she found out. Look, son, if you're agonizing, I know a couple of girls down at the hotel, and
Thanks a lot, but never had to pay for it.
I think that's a very fine attitude.
Boy, I wasn't faint. Just a piece of garbage. What have you two been talking about?
Talk about what, honey?
I bet.
Madge, why don't you charge admission?
Shoot, when I was a girl, she was as pretty as she is.
Of course you were, honey.
My father ever caught me showing off out of the window like that, I'd be tanned with a razor strap.
Of course.
He was God-fearing man. Alright, boys, let's get started.
Look, Miss Cindy, Sarrieddine is the happiness force. Hey, hit it, Ernie.
I love that music. Come dance with me, Howard.
I ain't no good at dancing.
Just leave the red folks to get out of it. Come dance with me, Millie.
I gotta leave. Supposing Helen and I did that?
Well, okay, for all I care. Stop it!
Albert was very nicely.
Hey, Millie! Come dance.
I never danced with boys before.
Honest?
Always gotta leave.
Just relax. 2 steps out. Come on and try.
Go quick, now we can dance with
Honey,
me.
you don't get any fun out of dancing with me. Not too bad.
No, just need a little practice. That's all.
Lord, I love to dance. All the kids at school call me the dancing fool. So we're dancing every night. I can't see the kitchen while it's dancing.
Now remember, kid, I'm the mince. Man always each and everything.
I feel like we're in the Hayward.
Do great, kid!
That's what they call me, the dancing fool.
Okay, let me show you this one step I learned in LA. Give it a try.
Geez, that was graceful.
That looks hard.
Takes a little time. Give it a try.
I'm sorry, that was just so hard.
To help it.
Look, kid, you learn this move, you'll be the sharpest kid in town.
Yeah, but
Real loosely. A little this, a little bit of this.
gee, I hope I can get it.
Howard, this is the way to be done.
Sure, honey. You sure you look pretty, Madge? How'd you like a little dance?
More dancers, we turned the backyard into a ballroom. Thought you couldn't dance. The young man is teaching Millie and stuff. Oh, I can try to teach that. Look, everyone, Madge can do it too.
Hey.
It's like they're being together. Oh, can't we dance that way? Me? No, they keep on my way. One night I danced with Marty who was right in the center of the ballroom.
Rosemary sure got pretty legs, doesn't she?
Did she mention about anything but with legs?
I just noticed they had a good shape, that's all.
If we went around talking about your legs all the time.
Alright? There's my legs if you want to talk about them.
That's big headed legs. Never seen anything so ugly. That's big headed legs. Young man, let's see your legs.
What?
I'm new roomie tonight. Every man here's gonna show his legs.
Hey,
Honey, he's got on boots.
Okay, then. My baby, he's like, come on, cowboy. Oh, I used to have a boyfriend who was a cowboy. Fell in love with me because I was older, really fast and sexy. Took me up to the mountains, down to the coast. Said God be the preacher that should be the best man. Never hear such talk. Did you? Did you? You know you want to dance with me.
Suppose I am. Don't just feel like dancing, man.
I will keep up with you.
Rosemary! Rosemary! Stay in bed! They're young people.
I'm sick. Millie.
I want to die! What little Dickens do? Get yourself tight.
Take it easy, kid.
It's been wonderful. They're young.
I hate you!
Millie.
Madge is the pretty one. Madge is the pretty Millie!
Mom's gonna be furious.
She must have had several good snifters.
Oh, it's full, Howard.
Now, honey,
Millie was your date. You should have been looking after her, but you were too busy making eyes at Madge.
Rosemary.
And you're better than he is. Madge should be ashamed of yourself.
Who fed whiskey to my Millie?
It's all this way, Mrs. Owens.
All his fault, Miss
Mother,
Owens.
that's not so. My Millie is too young to be drinking whiskey.
Oh, he would have rather chop whiskey and take the pleasure and then skedaddle.
Now listen, Edgar, let's just talk.
I know what I'm doing, Howard. You've been stomping around here in those boots acting like you own the place. Thinking every woman here was gonna fall madly in love. But here's one woman who didn't pay you any mind.
The boy hasn't done anything, Mrs. Owens.
Aristocratic millionaire my foot. You wouldn't know an aristocratic millionaire if he spit on you. You're just a piece of Arkansas white trash and bragging about your father. I bet your father isn't any better than you are. I bet you lose that job before your 2 weeks is up.
None of us saw Millie drink the whiskey.
You think just because you're young, you can push the old folks aside. Well, you'll end your life in the gutter. Serve there, because the gutter's where you came from. The gutter's where you belong.
Shut your mouth!
Millie's going to be perfectly all right. Well, I was told her that you said she's going to be perfectly all right now.
I want it understood that there's to be no more drinking on this evening.
It's all my fault, Mrs. Owens. My fault.
Here's Millie, good as new, and we're all going to go on the picnic and forget it.
How?
Alec, Millie, come with us.
Sure was someone's hell. I told you not to drink.
Madge, why did you wear your new dress?
I don't know, I just put it on.
Go upstairs and get changed this minute. I need it. You go to her there.
Let's go, all the time.
Helen, will you, Millie? Millie's already changed there.
Young man,
This
oh,
is
dear
Gavin.
God.
Someone has to see her out there.
I mean, oh dear.
He's just a boy, Rosemary. You talked awful.
What made me do it, Howard? What made me act that way?
Gotta remember, men have got feelings too. Same as women.
Now listen, son, you don't pay any mind to think she said. She didn't mean a thing.
Howard, it's my last day of vacation. I don't want to go to bed.
Anything you say here. I want to go for a drive.
I want to drive into the sunset. I want to drive into the sunset. Don't feel bad. Women like this city make me disgusted with the whole female sex. Last year, she and some of the other teachers made such a fuss about the statue in the library. It was a gladiator. All he had was a shield on his arm. They kept hollering about how it was an insult to them every time they walked into the library. Finally, I don't really know how to say this, but the janitor got busy with the chisel, and then they weren't insulted anymore. The next day, there was a sign on the statue that read, "Miss Sydney was here." I know you're not in the mood, but you just have to like Miss Sydney.
What's the use, baby? She saw through me like an x-ray machine. I'm a bum. There's no place in the world. No place in the world for a guy like me.
I get how you feel. Millie's so smart and talented. I get to feeling so insecure when I compare myself to her, but then I remember that I'm not her. I'm me.
I'm me.
Sure.
Yeah, sure, but what's that?
Well, I think you're very entertaining. I mean, you say all sorts of witty things, and you're a wonderful dancer.
It's good dancing.
I can tell a lot by the way by dancing with him.
You can?
Some boys, even though they're very smart, when they take girl out to dance, they get sort of awkward and she feels uncomfortable.
She does.
But when you took me in your arms to dance, it happened this wonderful thing. Like you knew exactly what you were doing and I followed you every step of the way. So you're not so bad, I don't care what you say.
Okay. I knew that would be here. When I was 14, I spent a year in reform school. How do you like that?
What for?
I stole a guy's motorcycle. Yeah, I stole it. I got no excuses. I stole it because I want to get on the damn thing and go so far away that nothing would ever catch up to me.
Sure.
My old lady, she went to the authorities and she said, I've done everything I can with this boy. There's not another damn thing I can do with him. So off I go to damn reform school. She's real happy. She's always loaded. She's got that new boyfriend of hers, and I moved away.
Gee.
And I've never told anyone about it. No, I didn't see him. Seymour's Seymour. And I'm me. I'm going on inside. Faint. It said lock the door, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. You come out here on the porch looking like a pretty little dog. You're a real woman, aren't you? You are. Do we? There's other places. Not so many people.
Go inside and get some rest. You gotta start school in the morning. talk it all over Saturday. Maybe you won't be back Saturday. Maybe you won't be back ever again. Rosemary, you know better than that. What's the next thing, so? To be nice to the next man in the next till it's no one whether they care how nice to him or not? Or till I'm ready for the grave and have nobody to take me there. Rosemary, you can't let that happen to me, Howard. I don't understand. When we first started going together, you were the best sport I ever saw. Always good for a laugh. I can't laugh anymore. We'll talk it over Saturday. We'll talk it over now. No, honey, you said when I go back from vacation, you'll be waiting with the preacher. Well, I've had an awful busy summer. Where's the preacher, Howard? Where is he? Rosemary, I'm 42 years old. Man forms certain ways of living, and one day it's too late to change. Well, I'm no spring chicken either. Maybe I'm a little older than you think I am. I formed my ways, and they can be changed. They've got to be changed. It's no good living like this. In rented rooms and meeting a bunch of old maids for supper every night, and coming back home alone. I know how it is, Rosemary. My life's no bed of roses either. Then why don't you do something about it? I just figured there's some bad things about every life, and there's too much bad about mine. Each year I keep telling myself it's the last. Something will happen. Then nothing ever does, except to get a little crazier all the time. Well, the hole in the ground, Howard. I wasn't trying to be funny, Rosemary. Well, this time you've just been leading me on. Not so. I've not been leading you on. I don't know what else you call it. Listen, can't we just talk it all over Saturday? I'm dead tired and I gotta start work in the morning. You gotta marry me, Howard. I can't marry you now. You could be over here in the morning. What do you do about your job? Always Jackson can take my place to find someone new from the agency. I have to pay Fred James to stay here in the store a couple days. Then get him. Well, I'm waiting for you in the morning, Howard. No! I'm not gonna marry anyone that says, you gotta marry me, Howard. I'm not gonna. If a woman wants me to marry her, she can at least say, please. Please marry me, Howard. You gotta give me time to think it over. Oh, God! Howard, please! Marry me! Please! Please, 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 please! No, don't! You go inside and get some rest. Call you first thing in the morning. I won't sleep late until I hear from you. Good night. Night. Please call. I'll call. Please call. I will, Rosemary, I will. Please call. Honey, don't worry. Good night, Howard. Good night, Rosemary.
Okay. Take the call back to where we were. You can get a little sleep. Can't get back to Seymour's house now.
No,
I didn't even think of Seymour as just a savage.
I don't think either of us have much better.
Are you alright?
Yes.
Almost forgot. Starting your job in the morning.
I have to be the dinosaur at 9.
Time is true.
6?
You want to see it?
I don't know.
Well, I guess I better go.
Guess so.
Baby, how you gonna handle your mother?
I don't know.
Oh,
Don't worry.
baby, you don't mind going with the guy who's working on the pipeline, do you?
Of course not.
I'm real happy with a job like this one. One I can really get.
It had just as much of a future as any other kind of job.
Sure. Guy gets spoiled if he's a real good football player or something. He expects his whole life to be fancy, but gee, I'm just lucky to met you. You know, I feel fine. Like I'm coming on down through the clouds in my parachute. Like it's solid on the ground. The whole world feels pretty good at my feet again. Hey, are you crying?
Just a little.
Why?
I don't know.
Stop me doing it too.
It's not because I'm unhappy, really.
Same here. I'm not unhappy either. Baby, kiss me goodnight, will ya?
It'll just start things all over again.
Kiss me goodnight anyways.
If you promise not to hold me,
Yeah, I promise. See? It's my side.
not all.
tramps, Helen Fox, I'll thank you to keep them on your side of the yard.
And have you heard from Alan?
No.
Where's the young man?
I know where he should be. In the penitentiary, and that's exactly where he's going if he ever shows up around here again.
Has anyone seen Howard?
Howard?
Why no, Rosemary?
He said he might be around this morning.
Mrs. Potts, I stored some of my things in the attic. Will you help me a minute, please?
Plus, I'd like someone to talk to. She's been running around all morning like a chicken with his head boxing things up. Well, I hope Rosemary's not running late. I promise the principal will be there early for orientation. How do I look, Irma? It's a cute outfit. Let me kiss the back.
I think a t-shirt should dress up the first day of school to give our students good first impression.
Good morning, Millie. Is Rosemary ready?
Go on up if you want to.
Oh, we missed seeing Madge at the picnic last night.
Come on, Christine.
Hey, Madge, wanna go dancing? Come on, let me be next, Madge.
You shut up, crazy!
My brother seen him parked under the bridge. Al and Seymour was looking for him all over town. I knew she liked guys.
Someday I'm really gonna kill that corduroy bastard.
Oh, hi, Alan. Madge got hard. She finally had to walk all the way.
How's your from? Can I see your mom?
Madge! Alan's here! It'll probably take her a few minutes.
Sure.
I always liked you, Alan. Didn't you, Alan?
Like me?
It's awfully hard to show someone you like them, isn't it?
It's easy for some people.
It just makes you feel like such a sap. I don't know why.
I'm glad you like me, Millie.
I don't expect you to do anything about it. I just wanted to tell you.
I've got to see Rosemary. Is she up in her room?
Hi, Howard.
I'd like to see her, please. I think she's expecting me.
Go on up if you want to. The others are there, too.
The others?
Mrs. Potts and Miss Kronkite and Miss Schoenwalder.
You see, I was going to telephone her, but I just
Howard!
figured...
Hello, Alan.
Madge,
I'm awfully sorry.
Madge, whatever happened, it wasn't your fault. I know Hal's like when he's... I've got Hal taken care of now. I won't be bothering you anymore.
Not about anything.
I didn't feel like telling your mother about it last night. At school, I spent half of my life getting that chance. You know what, I knew you had a few tough breaks, and I tried to feel sorry for her, but this is the thanks I get. No use pampering him anymore.
Where is he? Is he all right?
Just help. Right, just don't worry about that. I took on myself talking his official goodbye.
Goodbye, Seymour. Madge? Alan, I didn't know you were here. Follow! Hey, all your healthy little ones. Hey, a wonderful girl. Have your cousin. And Rosemary.
Just an old pair of mountains, but they're as good as new.
Oh, and that's a brand new outfit she's got on. Oh, Rosemary, are you wearing something new? I don't see.
And you're not gonna.
Go on, Madge. Rosemary, Madge, something for you tomorrow. You can buy my handkerchief. Thank you, Madge.
Isn't Madge pretty, girls?
Oh, yes.
Yes, Madge. So flexed out hair. I mean, it's all happened so fast, I can't believe it.
Mrs. Owens, I left my water bottle in the closet
Do you know anyone I can recommend to?
Oh, didn't she tell you about Linda Sue Breckenridge?
Yes, Linda Sue Breckenridge. She's a sewing teacher, and she's a darling girl. Her and Mrs. Bendix had a fight. Mrs. Bendix wanted to charge her 20 cents for orange juice from us girls paid no more than 15, didn't we, girls?
Oh, no, of course not.
That's so crazy. No, of course, 20 cents. That's all. So I tell Linda Sue to get in touch with Mrs. Owens.
Rosemary, you better get going. I still gotta pick up your license.
Had some awful jolly times together, girls. Goodbye, Howard. I know you two are going to be just as happy as Howard and I will.
Now, we're going to look back.
Oh, like what you all
Man's gotta get married sometime.
Of course.
Folks would rather do this thing out
So
there.
proud of you.
Thanks, sister.
All set?
Where to go, but where are you going?
I got a cousin, him and his wife run a tourist camp in Ozarks.
I love you! I love seeing you around here! Don't forget to Madge, you just gotta talk to me. What happened last night, Madge? You never told me a word. Mrs. Owens, ready to say goodbye?
I will in a minute.
Hey, Alan, say was he obsessed? I don't know.
This is Owens.
Now, don't question this father. I'll bring Alan back. I'll bring Alan right back. Come on, Will. I never thought she'd do this. Now, what happened? Are you okay?
Hey, I'm in a bad jam. Seymour had his old man set a cough on my tail.
What? How did you get away?
I had knocked on the cough flow and swim the river.
What can you do?
There was a freight train coming by pretty soon. So I have to do that job before I even started.
What are you doing here?
Goodbye, kid. You told the cop I swiped your lousy car. And that was a lousy lie,
What
kid.
do you expect me to do? Better get out of town, you know, sit for you.
I'm going already.
No, you won't. Go now!
Look, Seymour. I don't want to fight you, alright? You've only grown out of your I'm not your friend anymore.
Somebody throw me back out of your place.
That's not so. No! Now.
Where are you going?
I can get into Tulsa in a couple hours. You'll give me a shot at Hoppy Bell's Hotel Mail. Come with me, will you? We're up thirsty about some things. Come on, baby. I know it sounds funny, but they'll always let me use a room there, and we can share it. I can save up some dough. We can buy a house or a farm. You can come on, baby. Is this as far as it goes? Is this as far as it ever goes with me? Baby, I gotta go. You love me, don't you?
What is it if I do?
Before that, I got the thing was mine, and you're mine, baby. You're the only real thing I've ever had. Ever. Just goodbye, will you? But I love you. Goodbye.
I'll be gone, Mrs. Owens. Jasmine wanted me to take him up to Michigan on a fishing trip.
You'll be back before you go to school, won't you?
It's about Christmas, so.
Christmas, Alan, go say goodbye to Madge.
Madge is beautiful. I think I could spend the rest of my life just looking at her.
Alan, see her one more time.
No! It's about Christmas. Stop and Send you off.
Ellen! Bye, Ellen! Goodbye, Ellen!
Millie, you'll be late for school.
Yeah, well, never going to follow.
Wait to be a little older, little girl, before you say that.
When I get out of college, I'm going to go to New York. I'll write novels that make me so great and famous. Never have to follow.
You just as great and famous as you wanted to know, go on to school.
See you this evening.
How do you like the young man? With just Mama and me in the house, I'd gotten so used to things as they were. Occasionally a hairpin on the floor and the smell of Mama's medicines. Then he walked through the door and called through the coyotes and we were still outdoors. There was a man in the house and it seemed good.
I know.
In that reminded me, I'm the woman. And that seems good too. Mom, I heard Charlie, you don't want to be late for work.
Mom, please don't be bad about doing this in spite.
Madge!
I'm going to Tulsa, Mom.
What? I know how you feel, but I don't know what else to do.
Madge,
Alan's coming back at Christmas time.
I have to go, Mom.
Madge, now go! Listen to what I'm gonna say!
My bus leaves in a few minutes, Mom.
Wait, you think you love him now? In a few years, you'll hate the things that put on his court.
He needs me, Mom.
He needs you because he's no good. He'll never be able to support you, and when he does get a job, he'll spend all his money on a trip. I know! And in a few years, there'll be other women.
I guess you don't love someone because they're perfect.
Even if you think you love him, try and forget it. Try!
It's no use, Mom.
God.
Pause. Take care of my mother for me, will you?